Hey, my kind of people. So, I'm going to share with you my journey and my experience and how my life changed after having bariatric weight loss surgery. The type of surgery that I had is called, let me say it right, I hope, duodenal switch weight loss surgery. Duodenal switch weight loss surgery. The duodenal switch weight loss surgery is, if I can give you a description or definition of what type of surgery I had, it's the combination of the gastric bypass and the gastric sleeve. I chose that surgery for myself because it was the best of both. It gave me the gastric bypass without all of the invasiveness of gastric bypass, and it gave me the sleeve. So, in short, I think it connects it keeps a portion of the small intestines intact, and then routes another part of it, and then of course the stomach is the sleeve. The type of surgery that I had required me to have a 2-day stay in the hospital. Like all surgeries, you do your post-op to make sure that everything in your body is ready, set, well to go under anesthesia and to have the surgery. So I go in, I had my surgery. I think it was about 2 or so hours after having my surgery, I was required to get up and to walk, to do some steps. I got up, I was up and walking within a couple of hours after having my surgery and coming out of recovery. And this is to make sure that you don't form blood clots. So, like any other surgery, you are more prone to have blood clots. So I was encouraged, or required rather, to get up and to walk. Now for me, I made a mistake, or I don't know, I was interested and curious about other people's experience with weight loss surgery. I looked at videos, looked at TV shows where they have people go in and have bariatric surgery, weight loss surgery, and a lot of them complained about how excruciating it was, how much pain they were in, what their experience was. And honestly, you all, that was not the case for me. When I was put into my room, when I come out of recovery, talk to the doctor, talk to the nurse, I did not feel any discomfort. I was not in any pain. I wasn't nauseated yet. I wasn't nauseated. I didn't have a problem with getting up, taking my steps. Matter of fact, I told the nurse that I didn't need her to walk with me. I did, however, have to walk with the pole with all of my fluids running to, like the IV and everything. So, but yeah, I did my walking by myself. I got up without hesitation because I'd already told myself I was in it to win it. It was no need for me to sit and complain. I was prepared, even if that was the case, push through the pain. I had been on this journey for a long time, and I was ready to conquer anything else that came my way. I had waited a long time, 8 or more years, I believe it was, and I shared it in an earlier video. So moving forward, I was on a liquid diet in the hospital, continued to be on a liquid diet even after being discharged. Liquid diet consists of high protein, high protein, high protein. High protein, high protein. That's what the nurse told me. That's what the doctor said. Just think, protein, protein, protein. Drinking, drinking, drinking. Because that's how I got my meals, was through liquid protein drinks and shake. I am not a person that can drink any kind of protein shake that's out there. I can't. Matter of fact, they did not have the type of flavor of shake that I'm able to drink. I can't drink, don't like strawberry. I don't care what kind it is. Don't like vanilla. Don't care what kind it is. I cannot consume those shakes. So, they didn't have my chocolate. I can drink any kind of chocolate. Double chocolate, mocha chocolate, chocolate chocolate, triple chocolate. milk chocolate, dark chocolate, don't matter. I can drink them. They had none of that. So the nurse was like, well, Teresa, let's just see. Let's see. If you can take, if you can just try the vanilla. I said, okay, I try it. Just try the strawberry. Matter of fact, she said, I'm going to bring you both. So she did. Every time I got ready to put the vanilla or the chocolate to my mouth, y'all, that saliva started forming in my mouth. I told her, I can't. She said, really? I said, I can't. I said, I'm about to throw it up. Everything just smelling. She said, oh no, we don't want that. So they had liquid protein drink. She said, well, the protein drink doesn't have as much protein in it per ounce. So you're going to have to probably double, maybe even triple the amount that you drink out of the protein beverage. I said, fine. I said, because I can't drink it. They did give me a popsicle that was a protein popsicle. I didn't like it either. I just stuck to drinking my water and the protein beverage. Again, I was on a liquid diet the whole time there, and I didn't have the feeling of hunger. So it's like your brain has to remind you that you need, instead of me eating, because I wasn't on solid meals, I needed to drink. Those were my meals. So they measured, they checked to make sure that I was getting enough protein in me. And it was, I have to be honest, it was a struggle a little bit for me to drink all of my protein to get it in. But I did. And so I got discharged after 2 days. Don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, the type of surgery that I had, I was required to stay in the hospital for 2 days. I came home. If I had to go a long distance, more than 2 hours, I was instructed to get outside of the car and to do a brief walk. And that's just to make sure that blood clots, again, don't form. I didn't have to do that because I was only 24 miles away from home. So I didn't have to do that. However, my nurse instructed me that it would be beneficial for me once I got home to do a brief walk, and which I did. As soon as I got home and got out the car, I walked around my house maybe 2 or 3 times. After being home for a week, still again on a high protein liquid diet, I had to go back and see my surgeon. For the first time in many, many years, I was actually excited to get on the scale and to look and see or hear what my weight was. So I'm home for a week, return to check in with my surgeon, get on the scale. In a week, I was down 9 pounds. That was one of the best feelings that I had felt in a long time. In a week, I was down 9 pounds. After a week, after I went to the surgeon a week, and I met with the nutritionist. The nutritionist just basically continued to ask questions, give me the outline of what I am to continue to do, which was to continue to be on a liquid diet because of the surgery. Solid foods would have to be introduced in small segments. So, and also she recorded the amount of the amount of protein that I was consuming to make sure that I was getting enough protein. Any weight loss surgery, but in particular the type of surgery that I had, it's extremely, extremely, extremely important to make sure that I'm getting enough protein because of the restriction of minerals and vitamins and calories that my body no longer takes in. I have to make sure that I'm getting enough to make sure that my body stays healthy, make sure that my bones are healthy, that I don't lose muscle, that I lose fat but not muscle. So just a constant reminder and check in with my supplements, make sure that I'm taking those, making sure that I'm getting enough water, making sure that I'm getting enough protein. So I had to go back within another, I think it was 2 weeks later, another 2 weeks passed, and I went back. In 2 weeks, I was still on a liquid diet, but I was then told that I could introduce soft, solid foods, stuff like mashed potatoes, stuff that wasn't really, really heavy. Not a lot of carbs, but there were soft vegetables like spinach and green beans and a whole lot of iron, healthy iron and foods that had iron and calcium and all of the good things that we need, nourishment that we need, in particular me especially, because I had bariatric surgery. And of course, soft meats were introduced. And portion control. Even though I didn't feel hungry, I still needed to be cautious of the amount of calories and my portion control. And again, let me go back and mention carbs. Surgery or not, carbs are nobody's friend. So to be very careful about the carbs, which carbs, are sugar, turns into sugar. And the sugar, just actual sugar content. Watch what I consume in that have, you got to be cautious reading, because it's a lifestyle change. There's a reason why I'm going into weight loss surgery. All of the things that are required is important, because there's no magic wand. Even though weight loss surgery is a way of improving long-term health, physical, body, overall quality of life, you have to do the work. We hear all the time and see all the time about people having weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery, and gain the weight back plus some. So I still would have to put in the work, and putting in the work. My life is forever changed. It changed then, and it's going to continue to change. I told you change is good. Hence, I have a candle. Change is good. So, change is good. So, yes, it's a lifestyle change. So, after introducing the soft foods and solid foods in my diet, I went back after 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I was down 22 pounds, I believe. So, moving forward, my surgeon was saying to incorporate at least 30 minutes a day into my regimen. I, being me, instead of I never set myself to do the bare minimum. I always did more, and I still continue to do more. Exercise is a part of who I am. So instead of me doing 30, I would do an hour and 15 minutes. Let me just say, coming home, I didn't come home with any. Yes, I did. I think I had about three prescriptions that I had to come home with. One was for nausea, one was for, I can't remember, and the other one were like small little injections, and that was into my stomach that I gave myself. It was nothing. It didn't even feel like a pin. It didn't feel like a regular, like when you get blood and they draw blood. It didn't feel like nothing. It just felt like a little tap, if that. And they were already filled little syringes that I had to give to myself in my stomach. And I can't remember. I want to say maybe I was on that for 3, maybe at most, maybe a month. I'm not sure. But the other medications, I believe I was on a little longer. It may have been 2 months with those. I can't remember, but eventually, I got to a point where I no longer needed those. But so it wasn't a lot of medication. So after, I can't remember how many months, but it wasn't a year. It wasn't a year that I came off in 2 medications that I was on. before having weight loss surgery. Again, my life has forever changed. I don't have any regrets. The quality of my life has improved tremendously. This will be an ongoing discussion because it's too much about my story that I can't get in this vlog. But right after a year, or a couple of maybe a month or a couple of weeks shy of it being a year in for me having bariatric surgery, I was 100 pounds down. It's a year and I believe 15 months now. A year and 15 months, excuse me. It's 15 months, a year and 5 months now that I have had my weight loss surgery, and I am several pounds down from the 100. So, and I'm almost at my goal that I set for myself. I am extremely excited moving forward to see what else is to come. This is one of the best decisions that I have made for me in my life. Again, like I said about business, if it's a business that you want to start, do it. If it's weight loss surgery that you want to improve and to have the life that you want, do it. The path for me, again, was not short. It was a long time coming. And I was determined to be in it to win it. So I feel like I'm winning. I have energy that I didn't have before because of the weight wearing me down and other medical issues that I had. I am in a good place. I no longer have to struggle on some of the simplest tasks, just day to day. I'm good. I am again encouraged. I am encouraged about what has happened and what will continue to happen for Teresa. So wanted to share that with you all. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you will meet me back here on the next time. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm also going to have, as always, the link to tcandles.com. Come and shop with me. Get your candle needs on and your conversation. And love the experience while you're doing it. Until next time, take care.